This video is about the flights. I came to that package somewhere later, after shopping, after some things. This would be an airport. This is Irvine Airport. So I am here, Irvine / Costa Mesa / Santa Ana. It's kind of a spot for a few things. So I will talk about flights, airports. That was my package, original package from 1992. This would be again John Wayne Airport, Irvine. It's a little bit different angle of shooting. So this airport, it's not big, but you know, there are different flights. But you can take this to some international airport and then go from there. So in 1992 I came to search and everything, right? And I kept going because to me I need to have my system and packages. I need to have system and packages kind of more and more, you know. So I came to a different packages and I kept going, and later I thought, you know, about the flights. I thought, man, because I was flying and I know it's kind of hard at that time in 91, especially overseas. It was kind of hard. It was hard in terms of getting the ticket. In Ukraine or Eastern Europe, you would need to go to downtown and basically you need to get ticket from some kind of business, special business. So and then in the United States I've seen actually they have travel agencies at that time. The travel agencies, they had probably some kind of their network because they were getting tickets. It's not immediately, but you would need to wait for a certain time, but they could get a ticket for you. Now that system to me appears, if they had a network, it would be like kind of like Barnes and Noble or some kind of network between agent and between place they buy a ticket from. Or maybe they did over the phone and fax. I'm not sure even if they had network at that time. But they could get a ticket, but it can take you like 1 week or sometimes even longer. Now, when I came to a system, I came to an idea of flights online. Flights online. So, in my case, I had shopping, I had cars. Now, I decided to go with flights. But I go. Anyway, I came to idea of different flights. Now, how do I put, you know, when you look at this, the building like that, building and, you know, airplanes, you know, and nothing else when you look at this. So what you see is basically airplanes and buildings in place. In my case, well, this is good, the server. To me, actually, that would be like, in some way, not my business, because that airport belongs to someone, right? Be it city or be it private, or It belongs to someone. So to me, that package is not mine. But then I came to idea, okay, the airport, and I thought, okay, airport, they can have their own package. But then I want to have, like for multi-user, like I did before, for multi-user, different flights. I want to have my package for that. So like I was telling you about the cars, like used cars or new cars, but I don't have the dealership, but I can put anyone, right? So I'm kind of an alternative person to the businesses, right? So in this case, my flights would be similar. I don't have the airport. I don't have Irvine Airport or any other ones, but I can have a package for different flights. So in '92, I came to that idea of different flights and comparing flights, and my thinking was pretty much like similar to car buying. I didn't like to waste too much time, so I basically went through different thinking, what can be good or bad, and I decided pretty much to go with flights like straight in the middle. You know what, where you're going to, where you're from, and date, and you know everything. And then it would give you a list of different flight options, companies. You would click on that and you can buy a ticket basically. So later I've seen that's what many companies are doing. They put, that was my original way. That's not like internal network way, or it's not like travel agency. That's exploring from home. People can buy from home, but then later I said even to businesses. So it is an external system and a package, but that package is allowing to have different companies, and like when you submit flight, you would pull from different flight companies information, and you form it in a certain way where you can compare and you can choose, be it morning, evening, or things like that. So I came to that an alternative package to airports. To me, airport would be airport, but in my cases I would have many airports, and I would have information coming. Because on my system I had different companies, right? Originally, if I have different companies, different packages, then I can get from those packages information about the flights, and I can make a list out of those packages. But I would need to talk to them. So in that case, if I have like over there right now, Southwest Airlines. So in this case, Southwest Airlines, right now you see it on the left side, small plane. And so in this case, if I like Southwest Airlines, it would come on the list. If I like on the far away is American Airlines, if it's flying the same direction, it will come on the list. Basically, what I have is a bunch of different companies that I can choose from. So basically, that's what I said. After search, you submit, you have different companies and different flights to the same direction, and it gives you different options. But because those packages are on my system, for me it's easier to form a list, but I would need to work with them. That's how I had it. I need to work with them. Now, this package from 1992 for flights. Originally it was only flights, okay, and then later I came to travel package. case, I would say my later development was to have a travel package which is hotels, vacations, anything related to vacations. Because at the time of thinking about airport, I had some kind of time that it was I was thinking about the time, like sometimes flights overnight and they have a gap and people take hotels. So it was like a time when I started to think about hotels, but then I put on the side hotels, because hotel next to airport is one thing, but hotels for travel vacation is another thing. Next to the ocean there are many hotels, and maybe there are only a couple next to airport. So I put I didn't put, but I kind of I was thinking for short time about hotels for airports, but I didn't have design during the time of airport or flights during design thinking about the flights. I didn't think so much about the hotels, but later I was thinking about travel package, hotels, different resorts, travels. Now those flights can be added to this travel package, or it can be just individual. So in the beginning, for me, flights was only one package, like similar to cars, let's say, where you can search for different flights and get a ticket. But later, when I came to a travel package, I kind of combined. I said it can be combined. So basically, a travel package is like combined flights and whatever vacation travel package. So that was later development, but for this video I just talk about flights, and then later, sometime later, I will talk about vacational package and combine it, because I do see they did implement my package and my system. So, and there are many companies, I would say, are doing that, but it's within my design thinking of 1992. I'll show you more at home what my design thinking was for 1992. Okay, so basically, beside all, I had flights in 92. Okay, and I had videos and all that. Now looking at let's say I will add one more page. Let's say design thinking. Oh, this one. So I understand. Another place is notice. I did notice. Okay, I have different packages, sales, cars, for instance, items. Now what else can I have? I noticed I don't have flights online. So because flights online do not really belong to items like let's say shoes or jeans or anything you would buy from the mall or from my other packages. So flights to me, it's something separate. It's not the item you can buy, but it's some kind of a ticket that allows you to travel, to go to certain destination. So I noticed, I understand, I don't have that. I don't have a ticket online. I cannot buy a ticket. I can buy item, not the ticket. So I understand. Observe. Okay, observe and think. Okay, there are different airports, but those airports don't belong to me. Okay, people can buy from them. I could stop on that. People can buy from them because my system have different packages, and I assume somebody will have airport and they will put different companies, and companies can sell tickets. Now I can have another way, this one point of view. Let's say this would be like kind of like disco. Emphasize. Okay, I emphasize in terms of, okay, they can have it, but how if I want to have, what can I have? So it says reframe. Okay, reframe, identify a meaningful surprises. Okay, well, basically define. I define, okay, surprise. What surprise? There is no surprise really. It's just buying ticket, but it's very convenient. You can buy from home instead of driving somewhere to travel agency or to airport or to the company. You can just check what they have and buy it. So basically, I have this in mind. Now what can I do? And I start to apply brainstorming for myself. If I want to sell tickets because I don't have airports, what can I do? And I decided to put them basically as cars, as cars, but there is no item. So I put airlines going to the same directions, airlines in different options to the same directions, and it will be given like, it will be like a list of different companies going to that direction, and then you can choose what you like, time and company and so far, and it would give you the whole information and way to buy. So basically I go through that, but I could stop just thinking, okay, they can offer on my system. So on my system, like this one I was showing before, okay, where's my system? Okay, on my system, because this is different packages, like it could be mine or not mine. Okay, suppose I have here not my package. Suppose I have many flight companies here, American airline, or different airline, companies, Swiss or German or Holland airline, KLM or France, or British airline. So I can have a lot of airlines, and people can go, user can go and get a ticket from them. I can stop on that. But if I emphasize and what can I do for me, because like I have movies, I have, for instance, bank, or I have certain items online, used to new items. How can I sell tickets? So I need to eliminate airport way, because this is airport way or a company way. They can sell it. What can I do? I like to be an alternative person for flights. So I was thinking for some time, how can I sell tickets not being belonging to the company? So, but I did know that there are travel agency, there are the agents that I think I did know about agents. Approximately that time I met one person, and I think I knew about travel agency. But so basically I'm like a travel agent. I can have access to different companies, and I can sell their tickets, okay, on my platform. But I would be an alternative person, just like a used car or a new car. I have an alternative for multi-user. I would have that one. So coming back to that flight. Hold on. Coming back to flights. Okay, so I have flights. Now I just typed flights. Okay, this one optional for search engine to put or not. In my case, because I came to all together, I could have this. So what Google did, basically they implemented mine. That's not wireless system. Let's take a look at Google Flights. This is pretty much how I had, right in the middle, just like cars, where from, where to, dates, different options. This one is just they added for me flights. For me, hotels were later. This was later. Flights was in the beginning. Okay, so for instance, from Los Angeles, I go to, like, let's say Paris. I go to Paris. Okay, when? Okay, I don't know it. Paris. I'm not sure about all of it, but for me it would be Paris, just Paris, France. Okay. Now the date. I had the date because normally when you buy a ticket, you have the date. Okay. Now let's say I choose, like, I go on Sunday, and then I come back next Sunday. So I had this to choose where you choose, you choose basically. You can have this or just, like a box and date, but it's anyway you want to choose. So you choose when and come back, or if it's one way, just you need to somewhere choose one way. Now what do you have? Well, in my case I had a list. What is this for? I need to France. How about Italy? Oh, they give a map. Okay. Well, in my case, this is a little bit confusing to me. Okay, this one. So anyway, in my case, I had map as optional to see the place, the country, but for me it would be like a list and the company and the price. Okay, now let's take a look at another one. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, now let's take a look at other ones under flights again. Expedia. Let's take a look at Expedia. Again, they put right in the middle. Okay, that's what my way was, just like cars. Okay, from where? Let's say LAX. Going to, that's how I had France. No, Paris. Let's say Paris. All airports. Okay. Departing. Let's say on 25th. 18. Coming back on this. Done. Now search. I hit search. Leaving from LAX. Okay. Search. No, it's not me. It should be. So this would be pretty much my way. You see the list like that. It's gonna give you a list. Map, for me, map was just to know. Like, for instance, there are certain countries. In case sometimes airplanes are flying through different countries, you are not sure. The map would be just to check where that country is located. You can be just maps, link to maps, or just make your own. Now what do you see? Now I have this direction, one direction, right? And date. What do I have? Turkish. You see different airlines. That's how I had different airlines price. This is short information, non-stop or stop, and just short information flight and the company. It can be even shorter. So basically it just gives you information about different companies flying that direction. That was my 92 way for my system. Now suppose I like suppose I don't like all this company, but I like this one, particular one. Suppose I'm very loyal to, let's say, United. So, and I like United, right? So you click on that. Well, you see they have bugs coming, but in my case just link, open another page, and it gives you the whole information. The whole information, everything, right? Suppose you chose something. Okay, now you see time, everything. Continue. Well, what do you get? I don't know why it's like that. Continue. Why? Let me see again. Oh, it just it's giving you way back. Continue. Okay. So in my case, I would split. If I go back, it gives me information about going back, but I would put on one page, like they have right now, like this. Los Angeles to Paris, I put here, and I put Paris to Los Angeles here. Well, they put this way. Now, and then check out. You can put check out on this one on the bottom, but the same idea. It gives you basically to that direction a company, all the information, and then way to buy, check out. Now when you check out, suppose you check out, it goes to the system. So what you do is, that's my package. So my flights package basically is working with not mine companies, but like, because these are not my companies. Those like United and all those, Turkish airline or any other airline, they're not my companies. So for instance, not my company, not my packages, right? Not my store. So they should give information to my package, right? So my package is pulling different flights to the direction. So instead of cars, right? What do I have? So instead of cars, so suppose the car, right? If I put like search by price, for instance, I don't specify the model. I put the price, right? In my case, I would have that. So I just want to buy price. What can I get for my money? And let's say 50 miles radius. I want to see what I can buy for my few $1,000s. So it would give me a list of different cars. Now, and those cars can be like this dealership, that dealership, that dealership, that dealership. Now, in case of the flights, what I had, it's here. It's on the system. So Turkish Airline or Lufthansa, multiple Delta. Everybody is here. It's not my packages. It's company, but those companies, based on my 92 way, those companies should give me information when I submit for certain direction. They should give me information what they have available. So my package would form this kind of thing. Okay, it would form this kind of thing. Different companies to that direction, what they have available, and then when you click on purchase, because I have here finance and I have one payment too, so I have credit cards. In my case I had one payment, so you can buy this or this with this kind of option. It's within. You see, like, you understand, this is not the wire. This is the wire. This is internet. There is no place user. There is no place to buy here, really. Where do you buy? This is internet. Where do you buy here? I don't see it. User. You cannot buy from the wire. So that's what I'm saying. I came to this system. Now, if for instance, let's say Lufthansa. Now this Lufthansa, for instance, is located in Germany, right? Now this American system, the same in Germany. So my package should work on international level, because when I submit, I need to get that information. Now Lufthansa can pretty much have those computers here, they can put here, and they duplicate to their computer, and I can get from that computer. That's what I said. Sometimes you can duplicate and you can get it, but sometimes you can just go far away. Now, what I said about this quick way of pulling, certain pages you already can pre-make like this, preform, and when people search for something, they click, it's already given preformed already page, so it will not search and then give. It will already give them, because those pages are already there. So for instance, right now somebody, this is like a major airport, right? So Los Angeles to Paris, they already have preformed, in my case already have preformed Los Angeles to Paris, and like, let's say, from this date to this date, it's already there in the computer. When people click, it's already there. They don't need to search and form and people wait. It's already pre-made. That's what I said for this one. It can be used for this one too. So when people click, it's already made. There, you are pulling. They might have some of them pre-made already. In case of like Google, what I said about Google is not Google, it's my package. What I said about my package, those pages, like whatever people search, like first one, two, maybe three, you can make everything based on like famous names, and you can preform. It's already pre-made, but those later ones, they're forming. Okay, so now when people say flights, it's already pre-made there as flights. It gives them the page as flights already pre-made like this. It doesn't pull, and it does not make all this. So my way was 92, because I thought it's kind of long time, every time sit and wait to pre-make all that list, because it's pulling from different places. So my ideas were those beginning one to make them. They're already there. You click flights, it will give you, but later one maybe making. It's just still making, pulling and making. Now in case of internet, there is nothing pulling and making. you just go to other user. Even if suppose other user is like I was showing you, like say, let's say United. In case of United, okay, let's suppose me user, let's suppose I put them as United as a user. Then I need to buy Stripe from United. I don't see here any place to put the package and like alternative person. So suppose this one is alternative person user, but it's user, then that user should have a lot of computers, and the topography is completely different. This is complicated. This to me is for something else. I just can't talk about my stuff because this one is, to me, is kind of, I did not use this one, I just came to my ways. Because this one, you see, right direct, okay, suppose me is submitting to Europe. How does it know? So on my end I need to have redirecting to some kind of then topography. How do you fit this topography for the Europe? To me, just too many wires. To me, that's interconnected. It's just for a small town, some kind of maybe okay, but otherwise, for me, it doesn't work. For me, it really works. Whatever I came to, like my system, right, like this one. So I have user here, another user here. So suppose this one is using satellite transmitter receiver. This one is going to the line because this one may be in some area where hard to put cable. They decided to use satellite. So this goes with satellite. This one, sorry, like I said before, like this one. This is only wire configuration. The interconnected network, the topography is based on cables or wires. It doesn't have a satellite in it. So if you connect satellite, how satellite will work? So to me, topography, this topography that was in books. That's how it is. There is no place for any wireless here. This was before '92. I've seen it in networking books. Now in my case, I have, suppose, this satellite in hard to reach area. I put transmitter receiver and I connect it to satellite, and I have another transmitter receiver somewhere close to my system, so that one can reach my system. Now, and suppose he wanna buy a ticket. He's gonna buy a ticket the same way. He's gonna go to my package and type, like I was showing you. He will type. It will give you this list formed based on companies I have. Anyone here should be here on my system. If he is not on my system, I cannot form, I cannot give any information. And anyone will refuse to give information, it will not come here. So this was my original way for the flight package. Let's see one more. A few more. I do look at time too. Sometimes I'm recording video, but then I say I need to actually record probably second part. So let me see. I did go to Xperia. Let's try the kayak. I actually used kayak before. I think when I was flying to Hawaii, I used kayak. So anyway, kayak, what do you have? Again, right, put in the middle. Just like I said, just let this what they do. I don't know what my X5 told them. I don't know what kind of story she said. But anyway, that was for me, but I did not say to implement. I said I'm gonna go, I need to go and talk. And I need to talk to attorney because, yeah, that was my way. You don't need to do like that, you know what I mean? That's my design thinking for my system. So now, what do you have? Los Angeles. Where again? let's go now to Zurich. Let's go to Sweden. Okay, when? March. Sorry, come back to it. Search. You see the same. Use the same. So I actually can assume pretty much probably the same people were going and talking. Actually, I assume this came from my X5 and the other one came from my X5. So again, what do you see? You see Los Angeles, Zurich, right? Well, this is a round trip, so, and Zurich to Los Angeles. Now, what do you see? You see different companies going to that direction, right? That's my way. Different companies going to that direction. So suppose I am like, this time I'm a different person. I'm loyal to, let's say, I just like Swiss airline. I don't like all this. I'm not sure. I like Swiss. I don't see Swiss. Well, in my case, I had airlines that I can have airline. Check different airlines. In my case, this one actually. That's pretty much, I had different airlines. If I don't like this, I can choose. Let me choose. I like they don't have Swiss airline. I like Zurich. Oh, Swiss. There is Swiss. So I don't need this. I just like Swiss. Okay. Okay, suppose I like Swiss airline. Now why do I have this one? Operated by Swiss. Oh, to me it should be Swiss logo. But anyway, operated by Swiss. I want Swiss airline. Now, view deal. Okay, so I have this. I'm reading this. United operated by Sweden, which is kind of strange. Let's view deal. I didn't have view deal, but for me just to check the flight. Okay, now what do I have? They put like this. It can be like this. It can be on one left, one on right. So what I have Los Angeles to Zurich and back. Okay, this more like complete information. It can be more complete. So you can be more complete. So it gives different time, dates, and things like that. If it's like for overnight, it can be just say overnight and offering different hotels or different, resorts, motels, whatever. So continue as a guest. I didn't have this mileage plus, but anyway, you click on, right, and it gives you this. Yeah, it gives you that reservation. Basically, in my case, gives you your reservation name, where send ticket to, and by email or just hard copy, and then the price, and basically you pay. Again, it goes to finance and you pay. Now let me see. Now this part, which is kayak. Let me see. I've seen kayak stays. Basically, what I wanted to say, I had flights only in the beginning, and those different hotel travel packages I came to it later. So I will talk later separately for that, because for me was that one is quite big actually. If you work with many companies and you are pulling all that information, that's quite big package to me. There are different people. Let's check out this one. Travelocity. Again, what do you see? The same picture. Pretty much the same. Again, put in the middle. Even from Los Angeles going to, let's say, London. We go to London. Okay, now departing April 2nd. Coming back May 2nd. Go for 1 month. Okay, and then search. This one even looks the same. Probably the same people talking. So even this looks the same. That's what I'm saying. Somebody made, like, out of mind, they made like internet that everyone can use, and they did without my agreement. It's like they decided. I don't know. If my ex-wife signed something, that's not me, like I said, because I never signed anything like that. You're not supposed to do that. But anyway, they did. To me, it looked kind of similar. It looks even the same. Look like I clicked on that. Now, again, Turkish airline. You have different American airline. So suppose I like American airline. It gives you like the whole information. Continue. Okay. What else? Basically, it's the same, and then way back and pay. Okay, so let's check something else. This one's like almost copy of the other one. Okay, Travelocity. Let's check other one. Flights. Okay, here you go. Flights.com. You see, okay, flights.com. I wanna go Los Angeles to, let's say, London. Okay. Check. What do you mean? London, UK. There is no flight. London. London. What is this? There is nothing to London. I don't know, by Expedia. What do you mean nothing to London? Come on. Okay, London, how about this one? Whatever, let's check another one. Okay, now. Where's Travelocity? I think I did already. Okay, Kayak, Expedia. Let's go Priceline. Go to Priceline. Now what they did is flights. Like I said, this was later. Departing from Los Angeles, going to London. London, all airports. Departing this one, returning this one. Okay, now you see the same list, but I think what they did, you submit the price. Oh, there is a price, but you submit Priceline. Okay, now the same, very similar. What do you have? You have a list. Different companies go in that direction. Okay. So I suppose in this case, okay, I like set on something else. I like let's say Virgin. Atlantic. Okay, the Virgin Atlantic. Suppose I like this one. Okay, gives you the more information, basically the same thing. Los Angeles to London, London to Los Angeles. It gives you more information. Okay. Continue. Basically, give you information and check out. No, thank you. Suppose check out. Check out. What happened? So check out. Okay. So, yeah, because of COVID-19, it could be some strange stuff right now. Anyway, flight. Okay, name. You put your name. You put everything there. I had that. You need to give them name. You give them address too. Yes, parent. Yes or no. Okay. Well, this one is, you see, if it's international, it should be something more than just normal. So because of visas and okay, let me see. Los Angeles, UK to Los Angeles. Basically, you put that info, continue, and wait to pay. It's all the same. Pretty much, that's my package. This was what I had. Now, suppose I like to fly from Los Angeles to, let's say, India. Okay, let's say India. Now, no, Mumbai, okay, India. Well, this one, you see, when it's long time, maybe it's pulling, it's forming, nothing preformed. Maybe preformed for like US, but some kind of rare, not often. Maybe it takes time to pull. So now, what do you have? You have different companies again, international companies. Some American, some not American. Yeah, in my case, I would have American, not American. I don't see Japanese airlines for some reason, but anyway, maybe Japanese are not on that. They don't give information. So anyway, suppose I like this. This one. Okay. Now, when you click on that, click on that. It's kind of slow. I don't know why. So suppose you have like this. Okay. And you have like, say, this Mumbai. But between, let's say one stop. Okay, suppose one stop. Well, this is kind of big airport, but suppose like certain airport, a certain country. I've seen like if you go to Asia, certain airport, Korea or that, you just want to see on the map. So for me, it was like, I just like to see a map. So I would add map here, or like even this one, even like say Dubai International Airport. So I just, when I travel, I just like to have ready. So for instance, maps. So I can link maps, or I can just make separate paste. Okay, now suppose you have this one, airport, right? Now when you have You see Dubai, and it says 6 a.m. right? What can I do 6 a.m.? Okay, for instance, 6 a.m. Okay, I have Dubai International Airport. What do they have 6 a.m.? What do they have there? 6 a.m. I just go somewhere maybe close. I decided to go close. Just check things around. There are some flights like 2 hours, like gap between your flights. Like you stop like for 2 hours, 3 hours. For you're not gonna go for 2 hours far away. Maybe in this case I will just check things around. Just kind of plan in advance. You see, they have certain things. School. So whatever you have desire for, I just check things around. So that's why I like to have map kind of here ready. Anywhere, here, there, or anywhere. So that's how it looks. Let me see Google. Back to Google flights, because I've seen they had similar list. I think they redesigned, but I think originally they had list too. Let's see. If not list, how do you buy? How do you compare? To me, it's kind of strange. Suppose Google flights. Let's see. Because I had list. Suppose Paris, France. Let's say Portugal. Like this. So if I go to Portugal, if I click on this, what happens? Oh, so basically they put on the side. Yeah, they put on the side and it goes back. So it goes back. You see this one, Swiss, Lufthansa, Portugal, this, that, 17. So basically the same list. That's how I had. Name again, name where, starting point, this, round trip or single flight, and then choose date, how many people, and it should be a choice airline. Like if I like particular airline, it should give you a choice to pull that airline. Suppose I have Swiss airline in mind, or I have like certain airline in mind, I should be able to pull without this looking. So that would be my package, I guess. Oh, this one, they have airline. Okay, so suppose, how do you uncheck? Only, let's say Swiss airline. Oops. How to check? Only. Oh, okay. So I had this one too. Like choose airline. Swiss airline. Okay, so what's gonna happen? You see, because of the COVID-19, it might look something strange here. So anyway, but it was a list, the same list. So my package, like I said again, I explain again, it's not the internet, it's basically the user is going to the system, getting the package, travel package, flight, and that flight is basically forming out of those companies a certain list going to direction, and then you click on that, it gives you the whole information, and then if you want to purchase, click on purchase. You have finance banks. So that's how it works. So the next one would be hotels, resorts, anything like related to vacation specials, things like that.